Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Kim and this is another episode of our January brunch menu. So today I'm going to do cinnamon buns. Yep, you heard me right. So we're going to get brown yarn. I got this from Hobie and it almost looks like it's cinnamon raisins, so it's perfect. So I chained 60. I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook, chain 60. So then once you get your chain of 60, go ahead and do a row of double crochet in the back bump. Okay. So go ahead and do a row. It's probably 59, but because you got to, right? Flip over, skip one, go down there. So you're going to do 59 double crochets in the back bump. If you don't know what I'm talking about for the back bump, here's how your chain usually looks. You see the V's. Well, if you look on the other side like this, you see the bumps? That's what I'm doing the doubles in, okay? So go all the way to the end of the row with double crochets in the back bump. I got my yarn caught. So go ahead and get that far. I'll meet you at the other end. All right. All right, so I'm coming to the end of the first row of double crochets in the back bump of that 60 chain. And now I'm going to just chain 2, turn my work, and do another row, actually 2 rows. I'm going to do 2 more rows of double crochet. So you're going to get to the end of your first row. You're going to chain 2 and turn, and 2 more rows of double crochet. So you're looking like this. When you're done, you're going to have it times 3. All right, so go ahead, do that, 3 rows total of double crochet. Okay, so you should have a strip that looks like this right now. You've got 3 rows of double crochet. So that is the cinnamon dough. Now we're going to have to add in the frosting, of course. It's one of the best parts. So I found that if you just slip stitch it in the very top row, as close as you can to the top. What I'm actually doing is I'm going just under the stitches of the original chain, and I'm slip stitching a row right along the top of the original chain. So your slip stitches are actually going between each of the doubles, actually in front of them. So going to go ahead and do slip stitching in between the original base row all the way down, and it's going to look like the frosting or the icing in between layers. So go ahead and finish that all the way in. It's a subtle, just like when you're pulling apart your cinnamon bun and there's a little bit of frosting dribbled inside. That's what this is. So we're going to go ahead, get all the way to the bottom, or the end, actually get all the way to the end, and then I will show you how to make the frosting that oozes off the top. Because of course, I mean, come on, cinnamon buns and frosting, right? All right, so keep going till you get to the end. I'm about halfway there. I might as well just stay with you, right? Because the next part is super easy. You're just going to roll it and tack it so that it stays at round. And there's really no rhyme or reason. You'll notice I did some extra long tails so that I can use that to fasten or tack it down together. So here we go. And this is not a single crochet. All I did was slip stitch all the way down, all the way to the end. So literally the slip stitch is going right in front of the original double crochets from the chain, the original base chain. If that makes sense to you, I hope it does. Here we go. This is the third one of these I made. I think they're just adorable. So I figured 3 is good for a plate full of cinnamon buns, right, for brunch. Okay, go ahead, give yourself a little extra tail on that as well. Now, what we're going to do now is just tuck it in. Which one has the longer tails? We'll tuck this in. We're just going to roll it, just like you would a cinnamon bun. Here we go. We're rolling it. Keep that out so you can use it. But we're rolling it just like you would a cinnamon bun to put in the oven. Yum. Like I said, this is the 3rd one I've made. I really want to go make real cinnamon buns now. Have them for snack. Okay, so here we go. That is rolled nicely into a cinnamon bun. So you're going to take your needle and you're going to take the tails from the dough, if you will. We'll call it the dough. Take the tails from the dough and go ahead and stitch this together so it doesn't come out. Before you do that, let's put the eyes on. So you're going to figure out where you want your eyes. Grab your eyes. And I always wondered what I was going to do with all these teeny tiny little eyes I got. I'm not using them for the somebodies because they're too little, but they're perfect for this cafe. So we're going to go ahead, get the backs, get the fronts, and figure out where the eyes are going to go. So you figure you want them right below the frosting. So let's get 2 eyes and put them right there. Now it's going to be tough, so you might want to go through 2 rows, or 2 layers, if you will. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without my teeth. I doubt it. Nope. Don't try that at home. I know it's not the right way to do it, but it's the way I do it because my hands are not strong enough to do it. Okay, so I put the eyes on. And there's really no wrong way to do it. I mean, it's a cinnamon bun, right? And now we're going to stitch them together. There we go. Right through the whole thing. We're going to go ahead and tack that right on in there. No right or wrong way to do it. You're just pulling it through, making it tight, and pulling it back through. That's all. You don't want it too tight because, you don't want a squished cinnamon bun. But you want to do it tight enough so that it sits nicely. And if you want, however you want to tack it together, you can go down the edge this way or straight through that way. I do both. Okay, tuck this in here. And there we go. I tie a little knot with the 2 ends right here and then hide them. You're not going to see them once you hide them in the layers of the cinnamon bun anyway. So I tie it, tuck it, and forget about it. And we're almost done. That's how easy these are. So all we're going to do now is a magic circle of white. I'm going to leave this for a minute because I'm going to probably sew the icing on with it. So you're going to do a magic circle of white. You're going to do 12 double crochets in that magic circle. Chain 2 and do 12. 1, 2. If you want to make it look like it's dripping or it's, oozing down the side, do a couple trebles in there and they'll be taller, right? So it'll look like it's dripping down the side of the cinnamon bun. I'll do a couple of those in here and then back to the doubles. However you want to do your frosting, just picture you've got frosting and you're drizzling it on top of this. That's how you want it to look. I've even lost count, so I'm just going to keep going until it looks like the size I want it to be. But it's initially 12. See how the frosting goes. And if you want to do another row to make it bigger frosting, you absolutely can. The sky is the limit. How many got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Now you can stop here if you want, or if you want more frosting on your cinnamon bun, make more frosting. So you can join it here with a slip stitch. You can chain 2 and do a couple more if you want, because you know the frosting always drips down the side, right? So we'll do a couple more here. This is a use your judgment kind of thing. See how that goes like that? And then I'm just going to slip stitch it off, and we're going to attach it to the top of the cinnamon bun. Yes, we are. Okay. Put it right on top here. Kind of hanging off like that. It almost looks like he's wearing a beret. All right, so I'm going to use the string from the row of slip stitches on the dough to sew this on. Here we go. And again, it's frosting, so there's really no rhyme or reason to how you're going to stitch that on there, right? Dip down over his eyes, have it coming down off the side. You can even make another one of these and put it on the plate like it's like it dripped down and he's sitting in some of his own frosting. Yum. I don't know about you, but the more frosting I put on a cinnamon bun, the more I like that cinnamon bun. So there we go. In here and out there. Now we're just going to hide these tails. It doesn't matter where, because you're not going to see them. There's one. Here's 2. Here's 3. And then I will snip them all off and they will disappear. I have to put the mouth on, so I need black for the mouth. Okay. Oh, he's so cute. Let's snip this off. There we go. Tuck that up in there. All right. Now I need a piece of black for his mouth. Dark brown will not work for this. I need black. So let me get my scissors. My scrap yarn. And we'll put a little smile on him. Have fun. Okay. So in we go to put the mouth on, and then we'll be all finished. And I'm going to show you all 3 of them. So let's see. We want to go here. So in here and up through there. Smile. In through there and up through there. Smile. It's got a big smile. This guy's got a big happy smile on him. A little crooked, but that's all right. He's a cinnamon bun. Who said cinnamon buns have perfect smiles? They have perfect flavor. I'll give them that. Okay. And there you go. There is the finished cinnamon bun. If you have any questions at all, shoot me a message. But here you go. I think he's adorable. His icing is dripping down just perfectly. He's a perfect addition to the other 2 cinnamon buns that are going to be sitting on the plate. So there they are. 3 cinnamon buns sitting on the plate perfectly and happy. There you go. All right, you guys. I hope you like this. If you do, give me a like, give me a share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you'd like to become a member, we also do a lot of fun members only things. So think about joining that if you can. And I look forward to the next menu item. I believe, let's see, I did the mimosa. I did this. Maybe it's a fruit salad. You never know. All right, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Remember, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.